Hey you guys, it's Toya and thank you for watching Toya JTV. So today I'm taking you with me on my walk, okay? To this week I want to talk about damaged hair. Okay, that seems to be the topic of a lot of women when it comes to hair care. How can I tell if my hair is damaged? So today we'll be talking about 5 ways to tell if your hair is damaged. All right. So and what I have found out is that, okay, by the way, before I even get started, you can see a detailed post on this topic at latoyajonesblog.com. What I have come to understand in doing hair for what 15 years now is that most women who are just overly concerned about the health of their hair, they're just like, oh my God, my hair is so damaged. Is my hair, what can I do about my hair? Is my hair damaged? Is my hair damaged? Most women that are just like over the top concerned about their hair, 9 times out of 10, their hair is not as damaged as they think. It's the ones that don't really care or they're real nonchalant about their hair care routine. Those are the ones that they have severe damage and don't even really realize it. So today I want to give you 5 ways to tell if your hair is damaged. Number one, and I'm kind of just trying to go by my notes, so I don't have it written down. I mean, I have it written down at latoyajonesblog.com, but I'm just going by memory here, okay? So number one is if you have excessive, now it's normal to shed, but if you have excessive shedding, like I mean, you've never seen nothing like this, okay? All of a sudden your hair just starts shedding like crazy. Now it's normal to shed up to 200 hairs per day. But if all of a sudden you're seeing handfuls of hair, like you're seeing just hair is just shedding just for no reason, okay? That's a sign of damage. Something has gone wrong, okay? Something has happened and it has messed up your whole equation of moisture and protein, okay? Because healthy hair equals an equal balance of protein and moisture. So if your whole equation is thrown off, something has happened and it's causing your hair to shed excessively, all right? Again, I'm just giving an overview. So like I said, if you want the detailed explanations, go to the blog, latoyajonesblog.com. All right. So again, if you're seeing excessive shedding and you cannot understand or explain what is going on, that's a sign of damage. All right. Number two, if you see like a bald spot or thinning in one area of the hair, like for instance, the back of your hair, okay, or this side right here, or it's just one spot in particular, that's a sign of damage because that means something has happened to that particular area. Most times, a lot of times, damage does not occur all over the head at one time. Okay. Now, with the excessive shedding, that can happen with medication. That can happen due to allergic reaction. That can happen. That can happen for a multitude of reasons. Okay, but most of the time, your hair is not going to do it all over. A lot of the times, when damage happens, you're damaging one spot of the head, okay? So for instance, like a lot of people tell me the back of their hair. Most of the time thinning damage when damage happens, it may happen in one part of the head. So for instance, it's just the back of your head is the back of your hair is breaking off all of a sudden. Okay, that could be for several reasons. For my relaxed ladies, a lot of the times, especially if you're self-relaxing, which is a no-no, you don't know what you're doing in the back. So sometimes you may not rinse it out all in the back. Sometimes you're not neutralizing properly. You're not neutralizing at all. Sometimes you may be putting too much heat back there. There's a lot of reasons, but if it's just one area of the hair, 9 times out of 10, you've received damage, okay? Reason number three. Reason number three is if you have split ends, okay? Split ends equals damage. A lot of people think that split ends gives you longer hair, which is an illusion. It does give the illusion of longer hair, but it's not healthy. And if you continue to let your ends split, what will happen is you're going to need more cut because they're going to continue to split until you cut them. So if you continue to let your ends split, you're going to need more cut in the long run. And if your goal is longer hair, then you don't want split ends for not even for a second, because every minute that you choose to prolong getting your ends trimmed, that's going to mean you're going to need more cut. And that's what you don't want. So go ahead and cut the split ends off. There's no way to fix them. You have to get them cut. You have to. Okay? And a lot of people say, yeah, when you get your ends clipped, it makes your hair grow. That's not true. Your hair grows from your root. Your hair doesn't grow from your ends. But what trimming your ends on a regular basis does is it lets you keep your length. Okay? Because if your ends are splitting and you need to get more cut, basically you're cutting everything that you grew from your root. You're cutting everything that you grew. So if you keep your ends trimmed on a regular basis, then you'll be able to keep that length that you grew. You'll be able to see it. All right. So that's what split ends does. All right. Another reason is if your hair, especially on the ends, seems frizzy all the time, like from the root to the mid shaft, your hair is smooth. Then when you get to the ends, no matter what you do, it's just frizzy. That's a sign of damage, okay? The ends are the oldest part of the hair. All right, y'all, I'm finna pull this heel. So if I start, breathing a lot faster, just bear with me. But anyway, splitting, if your hair is frizzy, especially my relaxed ladies, like I said, with everyone, the ends of the hair are the oldest. So if they've received damage, your ends have received the most damage, okay? So especially with relaxed ladies, your ends, if you're relaxing your own hair, or sometimes a professional can do it. If you're going to a professional and you're getting overlapping, your ends have received the most overlapping. So they're the most damaged. And you're going to see the effects of that. Okay? So, and sometimes frizzy hair sometimes it just means your ends need to be trimmed. Okay? I've seen that a lot on my natural ladies. The ends of the hair get really, really tangled and they get really, really frizzy. And that just means the ends need to be, the ends have split. Once you cut it, problem is immediately resolved. All right. So that solves that problem. Okay. Then my last reason, if you have experienced thinning, and I'm not talking about it's hereditary. I mean, your hair used to be thick at one point, then all of a sudden it turned drastically thin. Or your hair is thick. I'm at the top of the hill. Okay, so, or all of a sudden your hair is thick from the root to the mid shaft. Then when you get to the ends, it's very thin. That, my friend, is a definite sign of damage. And that happens when the hair is overprocessed from chemicals. It could be from color, but more than likely it's due to your relaxer. That's why I tell you guys, you have to relax or stretch. Okay? You have to relax or stretch. If you do not stretch your relaxer, you're going to think that the relaxer, hey, good morning, how are you? You're going to think that the relaxer is causing your hair to thin. It's not. It's the way it's being used. Okay, I know this for a fact because I have thick hair from the root to the tip. I've been getting a relaxer since I was in elementary school. I have never, since I started getting I haven't been natural since I was like 5 years old. Okay, but what I do is I stretch. I may get 1 or 2 relaxers per year. And the reason why I do that is to ensure that my hair is not being overprocessed. When your hair gets overprocessed, a result is extreme thinning. That's why sometimes you'll say, yeah, when I had a relaxer, my hair was so thin, but when I went natural, it thickened back up. Yes, because you were not getting relaxers every 6 weeks anymore. You just stopped getting them all together and your hair thickened back up. But the same result could have happened if you would have stretched them out to every 4 to 6 months. You would have got the same result. You would have had relaxed hair still, but it would have been much thicker. Okay? So those are my 5 reasons, or those are 5 ways to tell if your hair is damaged. So all this week, I will be going over each one in detail. Okay? And I'll be giving you tips to correct. If you've already received the damage, don't worry, I got you. Okay? I'm going to be giving you tips on how to correct it. If you say, okay, well, none of those things apply to me, my hair seems great. Great. These are preventative measures for you. Okay? So don't become a victim to any of these. All right? So now you know what to look for, what to do, and what causes the damage. So you can continue to have healthy hair. If your hair is already damaged, then during the week, stay with me and I'll let you know what to do to fix it. All right? So I'm going to finish my walk right now. I see some more neighbors coming. They're going to want to talk. But I want to thank you all for watching Toya JTV. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Tell all of your friends to subscribe. And I will see you all next time. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.